Hello, hello, welcome to your daily dose of spice, where we inject a little bit of positivity into your day each and every single day. We are streaming to a couple different platforms as usual, and we would love to say hello to you and give you a shout out. So please say hi, let us know where you're calling. I always say calling, like I'm on a call show. I can't get over that. Let us know where you are tuning in from, so we can say hi to you. Today's title of the show is I Feel Anxious All the Time. Are you somebody who says that to yourself, where you feel anxious, on edge all the time? And if it's not one thing, it's another thing, right? That is stressing you out, that is making you anxious. Maybe you're even having panic attacks. And I know I suffered with panic attacks for a long time. And I don't want you to be like that. It does not have to be like that at all. So today we're going to get into how we can spice up your emotional wellness, right? Because all of February is all about loving yourself and sharing the spice and owning your spice and exploring all the things with our emotional wellness and how to support our emotional health, how to spice things up in that area. So today we're going to tackle some anxiety and tackle it head on so that you don't have to feel like that anymore. So we got some people over here on Instagram. Hi, familia. Hey, girl, I see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. So if you are new here, welcome. Welcome to the familia. My name is Alex Rosa, and I am your local educator, results coach, and holistic nurse. And I'm going to give our sponsor a shout out really quick. So if you don't know Miss Annie Gonzalez, she is wonderful. She is a pharmacy oncologist, and she is with Crunchy, and she is like your go-to gal for all things holistic, all things toxin-free, safe cosmetics. So I'm going to show her information here so that you can get a hold of Miss Annie, because she is absolutely wonderful, and we thank her very much for being a sponsor for our show. All right. And I will, like I said, list everything in the comments below so that you can get in touch with Miss Annie Gonzalez. She is wonderful. You will not regret it for sure. So we are going to get right into what we're going to talk about today, which is anxiety. And if you're feeling anxious all the time, how to get over that. So the one thing I want to say first off is, if you are currently on medication for anxiety, good for you. Like, seriously, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like there's a stigma around that. Do not feel bad about being on medication for anxiety whatsoever. I was on medication for anxiety. I definitely needed it because my dad had passed away. I was in nursing school. I had 2 little kids. Like, things were very stressful. I was very anxious at that time. And then at another point in my time, I had to be on some medication for other reasons too. So it happens in our lives. And I'm all for, if you need some of that pharmacological support, then go for it. Don't suffer. That's the biggest thing. Don't suffer. Don't not take something because you're afraid of what people are going to think. So definitely meds are okay. If you need to be on medication, do it. Talk to a professional. Go see your doctor. Go see your nurse practitioner. Let them know what's going on with you and how you're feeling so you can work through that. I know I've been in nursing school for years and years and years. And if anybody's been in nursing school, you know how stressful, how much anxiety you can have with that. And like I said, there are many times where I had to be taking something or talking to somebody about that. So don't feel bad about that. And that's what I wanted to say, first of all. And secondly, one of the other things that you can do to really help with this anxiety feeling and get some of that control back, right? Because a lot of anxiety is feeling out of control, feeling like there's so much shit going on that you can't keep a hold of anything. So the one thing I would suggest next is to really identify what is causing you anxiety. Is it relationships? Is it your job? Is it a certain situation? Is it many situations? Identify what is causing you some stress. Take some power back. Don't let it just run all over you. Take some power back, figure out and write down exactly what is causing you this anxiety, okay? Then once you have figured it out, list some action steps that you can take to alleviate this anxiety. Take some power back over it. And I'm going to keep repeating that over and over again, because that's what so much of it is. We feel like that's what life has to be like. And it does not have to be like that. You should not be having panic attacks all the time. You should not be feeling anxious all the time. You should not be on edge. You should not wake up and as soon as you open your eyes, you are overwhelmed with your whole day. No, it does not have to be like that at all. That is not normal. I don't want you living like that. So identify those things that are causing you stress in your life. Then list out some action plans. Take some control back. List out those action plan items. Next thing is you got your action plan now. Let's create some routines and some habits around taking that control back. I'm going to say it 100 times in this live stream. What can you do? What new routines and what new habits can you put in place for yourself where this stress and this anxiety is not going to be a daily occurrence for you? And if it does start to creep up again, because I deal with anxious, I deal with situations that maybe make me anxious too, but how I approach it is so much differently now, and I don't let it run all over me anymore. I take control over that. So what new routines, what new habits are you going to put in place for yourself where these situations or that relationship or that job or whatever it might be is not going to make you be in that state of anxiety anymore? Okay. And I'm going to go back again to getting support. Don't feel like you have to deal with this alone. There are so many groups online. There's your doctor, you've got family. What kind of support system are you setting up around you that is going to uplift you and help you? And that's one of the biggest things that I've wanted to create with this whole Spice Familia is creating a support system, creating a safety net for you, a place where you can feel safe to share your feelings and what you're going through and get some tips and get some strategies, some processes, some routines for yourself so that you don't have to feel anxious all the time and be dealing with this and suffering in silence. Don't be like that. It does not have to be that way. So I'm going to give a couple of shout outs here because I see some comments coming through on Instagram. We have Miss Robin. Wonderful. Look up to you so much, girl, honestly. And we've got Usama. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining in. I'm going to check over here and see if there's any comments over here. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be a lurker. Leave some comments. I'd love to give you a shout out for sure. If you're liking this content, definitely give us a heart, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment for sure if you are digging this. And if you struggle with anxiety, don't. It does not have to be like that. We're going to go through it again real quick. If you need to be on medication, be on medication. There are different seasons of your life, different things are going on. Do not feel stigma attached to dealing with anxiety because it does not have to be like that for yourself. So if you need to be on medication, do what you need to do in that moment, but then also use some of these other strategies so that you can set yourself up for that long-term success and getting over that. Identify what's really causing this anxiety in your life. What is it? Is it a relationship? Is it a job? Is it a situation? What exactly is it? And the next thing is list out what action items, what action steps are you going to take to deal with that relationship or that situation? What are you going to do to take some power back, to take some control back so it's not overrunning your life anymore? And then what new routines and habits are you going to set up for yourself so that you are going to be successful in the long term with managing your anxiety and managing your stress and managing those different situations and roles of your life? Okay. And like I said, we're here for you. We are a support system for you here. So definitely the Spice Familia is here for you. And that is the kind of community that I'm trying to cultivate with all of this and with all these messages and with how to spice up your emotional wellness. Like I said, all of February is for supporting your emotional wellness and sharing different ways to do that. So thank you for today. Thank you for joining us. And one last thing I wanted to share is today is the last day to enroll in the February 16th. We're going to start. It's going to be the first cohort for the 90 Days to Spice. So if you've kind of listened to this episode and you feel like, yes, I'm anxious all the time, I have anxiety all the time, well, then this program might be perfect for you, honestly. In 90 Days to Spice, we are really going to address if you're feeling confused and uncertain about your next steps, if stress is becoming a part of your daily routine, that anxiety is too much for you. Maybe you feel overwhelmed almost every day, all the time. And you want to figure out an action plan, but the solutions seem MIA. It's missing in action. You just don't know what to do next. And you really wake up in the morning anxious, not sure what you have to offer the world. You really don't know. Well, if this sounds like you, then we definitely can help with 90 Days to Spice. You're going to experience more clarity, less stress, less anxiety, a system and process to know exactly what to do next. And you're going to be able to jump up every day out your bed, open your eyes, and know brain went blank over here. Okay, we're back. The internet is just terrible today. So I was just going to say that the registration ends tonight at midnight for this. And if you're interested, definitely send me a message and I can let you know how to sign up for that program. I'm going to click over to my, oh, here we go. Miss Nancy Cortez. She says, thank you. Thanks, Nancy. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Yeah. So if you're interested in 90 Days to Spice, definitely send me a message and I can look at that. And I think that is all I have for today. I'm going to be on with Russ Hedge on LinkedIn Live at 11 a.m. Eastern. So in about 10 minutes or so, I'll be live with him. And I hope you can all join us over there. So don't forget, for a balanced life, just add spice. And I will see you mañana. Let me get my little outro up that my fabulous friend Usama put together for me. Bye, guys. Take care.